Hello everyone, this is Colleen Lemma, Starseed Astrologer and Spiritual Messenger from SacredSoulEmpowerment.com. Here to do your weekly angel card reading for Monday, December 9th through Sunday, December 15th, 2019. For this week's weekly reading, we'll be using the Power Angel Tarot deck by Radley Valentine for the main message for everyone. And your special message card this week, depending on your stone of choice, will be coming from the Magical Messages from the Fairies deck. So just a reminder that this takes us halfway into the month of December. So if you haven't already watched the monthly angel card reading for the month of December, please be sure to go onto my YouTube channel and watch the overview of the energies numerologically, astrologically for the whole month, as well as messages for the month from our angels and guides. So let's go ahead and start by taking a look at your stones of choice. So your first stone of choice is Amazonite, and each one of these stones is a raw version of the stone. It's not cut and polished, but it's still, the colors are just very vibrant and very beautiful here. So we have Amazonite, and you can see it's a beautiful turquoise green colored, blue, sky blue colored stone. So this, of course, is going to relate to the throat chakra and throat chakra activation. This is a great stone for healing of physical and emotional issues, as well as healing of stress and trauma. It is a stone of courage, truth, harmony, and balance. Your second stone of choice, this is a lovely stone as well, is this beautiful pink rubellite, otherwise known as pink tourmaline. And again, this is in its raw state. And the pink tourmaline, or pink rubellite, as I like to call it, is going to relate to heart chakra energies, the opening of the heart chakra. This helps one to move away from extremes in your life and into more of an emotional and intellectual balance. It also helps to open the heart chakra to universal love, so this higher form of love. And then your last stone of choice is a combination azurite and malachite. Of course, the azurite is that beautiful, deep, dark blue color, and we have little speckles of that green malachite in there. So this is going to activate heart chakra with the malachite, the third eye, the ears, as well as perhaps the throat chakra with the azurite. This is a stone of heaven, or I should say the azurite part of it is a stone. It's called the stone of heaven. Malachite is known as a stone of transformation. So now we have this combination of the stone of heaven and the stone of transformation together. The combination of azurite malachite helps to freshen one's outlook on life. And of course, the azurite part of the stone also enhances our intuition, and the malachite part of the stone encourages action. So again, our stones of choice for this week are the Amazonite, the pink rubellite, or the azurite malachite. So let's start by talking about the astrological energies for the week. There's quite a lot going on this week, actually. We start out on Monday the 9th, and this happens very early in the wee morning hours Pacific time on Monday the 9th. Mercury, the planet of the mental realm, the planet that rules our mind, our thoughts, our ideas, our communications, is moving out of the sign of Scorpio, the sign where it went retrograde. So it's been in Scorpio an extra long time, really delving down deep into the subconscious, into our subconscious patterns. And it's, while it's in Scorpio, it's increased our empathic abilities, our abilities to really read others' thoughts and motivations. And now Mercury is moving into a fire sign, away from that depth of water Scorpio. It's moving into fire Sagittarius, okay? And because Mercury is an air planet, so to speak, it's more about, again, the mind, the mental, the thoughts, the ideas. So it's kind of ruled by air, that planet. It's moving into fire sign Sagittarius. So what happens when we put air and fire together? It makes bigger fire, right? So this is good because Sagittarius is a sign of creative inspiration, optimism, happiness, a more positive outlook, a more broad outlook on life. It is about higher learning. It's about connecting with other people from other cultures. It's about expanding ourselves, expanding our mind. And with it, being Mercury going into Sagittarius, it's really going to expand our mind. We're going to have fresh new ideas. We're going to have a fresh new positive outlook on life. We're going to feel more optimistic. We're going to network more. I feel like this is a sign where we can really communicate, talk to others, network with others all around the globe, all around the world, and come up with some fabulous new thoughts and ideas of where we want to take our lives and move forward on the next step. Now, on Wednesday, the 11th, we have Venus in the sign of Capricorn connecting with Saturn. Venus rules our relationships, our partnerships, as well as money and finances. It rules the divine feminine. It rules our values and how we value ourself or our sense of self-worthiness. And as it's connecting to Saturn, Saturn is that planet of restriction, limitation, karmic lessons, but also responsibility and the planet of manifestation. This happens very early on Wednesday, so we're going to feel this on Tuesday as well, just to give you kind of a heads up. So if you're feeling kind of a pull of groundedness or focus, or maybe even a little depression or some challenges in relationship matters or some challenges as far as how you feel about yourself, on Tuesday as well as going into Wednesday, this is Venus coming together with Saturn. Now, they're in the sign of Capricorn, so I also want to say the positive aspect of this is that there's a possibility and potential here for some sort of manifestation occurring with business, career, money, finances, because that's what, Capricorn does rule: business, life path, destiny path, and Venus does rule money and finances. Saturn manifests. So there's again this possibility that comes into play here, although there might be some karmic lessons here along the way as well. And then on Wednesday and Thursday, depending on what part of the world you live in, Wednesday, Thursday, the 11th and the 12th, we have a full moon at 19 degrees of Gemini. Now, this full moon in Gemini, the moon is about our emotions and our feelings. When the moon is full, it heightens those emotions and feelings. It expands them. It also heightens our intuition and the idea of psychic impressions, mystery, and magic. It's in Gemini, which is more of a logical, intellectual air sign. So it's not really the most comfortable there. So when our emotions are getting expanded and heightened during this full moon, there's also going to be some flip-floppiness within our logical mind as well, because Gemini is the sign of the twins and it can vacillate back and forth. So know that there's this potential of a lot of emotional and or logical energies that are all going to be intertwined. This full moon is in a separating aspect to Neptune, and Neptune is the planet of the spiritual realm, the planet of illusion and confusion. So when I say it's separating, it's passing that degree that Neptune is at, which is 15 degrees of Pisces. And because this full moon occurs at 19 degrees of Gemini, it's already passing that Neptune in the week preceding the full moon. So basically, from the start of this week, and maybe even the end of last week, we're starting to feel that energy with that square to Neptune build a little bit. And it can bring a little bit of emotional and or mental confusion and not seeing things clearly or feeling our emotions clearly even. Now, what's more exact on the full moon is an inconjunct to Venus, Saturn, and Pluto all in Capricorn. Another word for inconjunct is quincunx. And this is an aspect of adjustment, meaning that the full moon being in Gemini and air sign, and Venus, Saturn, and Pluto being in Capricorn and earth sign, those two elements of air and earth don't really merge and meld very well. So this is why we talk about it being an aspect of adjustment. There is some sort of adjustments within ourselves, within our lives, within our career, because all these planets are in Capricorn, within our goals, our ambitions, who we are out in the world, that needs to take place. We're needing to adjust ourselves in some way, okay? So again, transformation can take place because Pluto is part of this for sure. So this is about transforming our emotions, transforming our ways of thinking, and maybe even perceiving something, transforming our business, transforming our career path, transforming our life path in some way, and adjusting some sort of energies in order to do that. The other thing that happens on Thursday the 12th is Chiron, the wounded healer and shaman, turning back to direct motion at 1 degree of Aries. So all of last week and for the first half of this week, we have been feeling and are feeling the intensity of energies of Chiron slowing down to what we call his station point. And when a planet is slowing down to its station point and it's at a standstill, it really heightens the energies of whatever that planet is about and in whatever sign it is in. Chiron bringing up wounds of an Aries nature. So Chiron has been bringing up our inner wounds from past lives, because Chiron really does deal with past life. So it's bringing up these past life wounds of our sense of independence, our sense of self, our sense of self-identity, confidence, courage, all of those things that Aries rules. So if you've been feeling a lack of confidence in the last week or so, if you've been feeling an identity crisis going on, it's more or less probably because Chiron is slowing down. But now it's turning to direct motion on Thursday the 12th, and it can start projecting its energies outward a little bit better rather than internalizing them. So that now should start to dissipate a little bit, okay? Unless, of course, you're having some sort of Chiron transit in your chart, and then that's a different story that you might want an astrologer to kind of look at and help you through. On Friday the 13th, yes, Friday the 13th, we have a couple of things going on. Mars, which is the planet of energy and action and forward movement, which is in Scorpio right now. So it's very intense energy, very intense warrior-like energy with Mars and Scorpio. But it's in a positive aspect to Neptune and Pisces. This happens very early Friday, so we're going to, again, be feeling that Thursday, maybe even Wednesday around the full moon time as it starts to get closer. To me, I feel like this could be a very magical energy. The other thing that's happening, and I feel like I want to mention that so we look at the two aspects together, is that Venus is connecting with Pluto, also on Friday the 13th, very early. Again, so we're feeling this ahead of time, around the time of the full moon and Chiron turning direct. So Venus connecting to Pluto is the empowerment of the divine feminine, empowerment within our business, empowerment within our sense of inner authority, because those are things that are ruled by Capricorn. The Mars and Scorpio, in a positive aspect to Neptune, can bring forward movement, but more in an aspect of surrender. So it's interesting because there's this kind of empowered action with Venus and Pluto, and there's this aspect of surrender and allow with Mars and Neptune. Now, Mars is also our physical energy, so we might feel like our energy physically is a little usurped as well. But we have, again, this sense of heightened intuition, heightened psychic sense with Mars and Scorpio and trining Neptune. So listen to what your inner authority says. Listen to what your inner guide says. And move forward in this way of taking action but letting go, making some sort of decision or movement but surrendering and allowing. So there's going to be kind of this ebb and flow of the divine feminine and divine masculine going on. And again, this sense of perhaps empowerment or perhaps even disempowerment with Venus and Pluto. There might be some disempowering energies in relationships or in the work going on. And this is about you taking your power back or standing in your power, okay? And then on Sunday, the 15th, Jupiter, which is now in Capricorn, because as of Monday, the 2nd of December, Jupiter went into Capricorn for the next year. So Jupiter's in the early degrees here of Capricorn. And on Sunday, the 15th, it's in a positive connection to Uranus in Taurus. So Jupiter is the planet of blessings, abundance, prosperity. It's the planet of expansion and our belief systems. Now it's in Capricorn for a year. Again, as we mentioned several times, Capricorn is business, career, destiny path, goals, ambitions. And Uranus is the planet of sudden and unexpected redirection or movement. It's about lightning bolts, flashes of insight. It's about forward movement, kind of in a very futuristic kind of way, where we have these, again, inspirational divine ideas that are channeled through from the God mind. To me, Uranus is kind of the ruler of that God mind energy, where we just open up our crown chakra and allow the download to take place. And Uranus is in a money sign, Taurus. Now, it's going to be there for quite a long time. Usually Uranus spends about 7 years in a sign, and it's in the early degrees of Taurus. So it's going to be here for a long time. However, because Jupiter is the planet of expansion, and in that business career sign of Capricorn that also rules our goals, and Uranus is in a money sign Taurus, there could be something with money and business that is expanding in a positive way, and that maybe there's some sort of unexpected surprise, but I feel like the unexpected surprise energy would be of a good nature. So open up to the universe and allow whatever that is all about. Okay, so those are the astrological highlights. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the cards from our angels and guides, or I should say the message from our angels and guides. So as we turn over the first card, okay, we have the Ace of Gabriel. This is the Ace of Fire or the Ace of Wands in the traditional tarot. Aces are about new beginnings. So new beginnings on a spiritual level, new beginnings on a creative level, new beginnings on a optimistic, energetic level. You can see that we have Gabriel here, and she's dancing in the field. There's a mountain in the background. She looks like she's really excited about something that's taking place. The message at the bottom says a gift of passion, opportunity, and inspiration, the chance to do something amazing, and a sense of wonder. So again, you can't ask for a better card to start out the week, and I feel like this is a result of Mercury moving into Sagittarius, which is a fire sign. Again, this card is a fire card. So we have, these inspirational ideas and these inspirational communications with other people, exciting and optimistic and new ideas, and just things are flowing on that mental level. And this new beginning is going to be fraught with a lot of positive kind of indications here. So she's kind of waving a magic wand. I mean, this is a suit of wands here in the traditional tarot. So she's got that wand in her hand, and she's waving it as if there's something magical about to happen or something magical that is happening. So hold on to that energy as we move forth throughout the week, and know that it can build with the full moon and with Chiron turning direct. Let's go ahead and take a look at the next card. Okay, we have another fire card, but this one is the Seven of Gabriel. And so it's like the Seven of Wands, the Seven of Fire in the traditional tarot. And that number 7 numerologically, to me, is about trust and faith. And a lot of times the number 7 is an emotional number, but also a mental number and also a spiritual number. So it's combining that emotional, mental, and spiritual energy. And the 7 is usually about withdrawing your energy, self-reflection, meditation, going within, listening to the inner guide, doing inner healing work, which is why it's about trust and faith. And sometimes the 7 can bring about a little bit of confusion and chaos because you don't have all the puzzle pieces yet. Let's go ahead and read the message at the bottom. It says, stand up for what you believe in. Have confidence and claim your personal power. Well, this to me feels like Venus connecting with Pluto. It's about, coming together with or claiming or taking back your sense of personal power. Stand in your truth. Stand in what it is that you believe in for yourself, because what your truth is may not be what somebody else's truth is. Here we have Gabriel. She's on a Pegasus here, and she's flying high. Now there is some clouds in the background with some lightning, indicating maybe some challenges, perhaps on an inner mental level that's going on. But those lightning bolts back there in the clouds, there's all these wonderful different colors. The purple, the blue, the green, the yellow, the orange, all the colors of the chakras, really. And it's indicating that if we balance ourselves, if we balance our body, mind, and soul, if we go through in meditation and balance our chakras, or if we call in the energies, those colors, and what those colors represent as far as our chakras, that those lightning bolts can actually bring in some positive gifts, okay? This is about standing in your truth again and standing in your power. And if you do so, and if you trust and have faith in your inner truth and in your inner power, like the number 7 says, faith and trust, then you're going to fly to new heights. You're going to move forward in a very positive way. Okay, love it. Have confidence. And then let's look at the last card for the week. The last card, okay, this is the King of Ariel, which is like the King of Crystals or Pentacles or Earth in the traditional tarot. Now, the King is a court card, so this can be about other people. that would emulate the qualities of the King of Earth or King of Ariel, King of Pentacles, or this is about you embodying these qualities of the King. And the King is the most mature of the court cards. So he's mature, he's grounded, he's resilient, he's practical, he's goal-oriented. He's a take-charge leader in a positive way because, again, the King is the most mature. And this is the suit that rules career, money, finances, things that are tangible, land, property. So it rules all things tangible from an earth plane or third dimensional earth plane's perspective. The message at the top, or the words at the top, says successful, stable, accomplished, and powerful. So again, you're either connecting with someone that embodies these qualities, or you yourself are needing to embody these qualities: successful, stable, accomplished, powerful. The message at the bottom says your plans are working out very well. Professional and financial success, and using your resources wisely. So we do have that full moon that's connecting to Venus, Saturn, and Pluto, all in Capricorn. So again, that's a very goal-oriented, business-oriented, career-oriented sign, Capricorn. So the full moon can be bringing something to a head. Chiron going direct in Aries is being more confident and knowing who we are, having a good sense of self here as we move forward. And then, of course, Jupiter in Capricorn at the end of the week, making a positive connection to Uranus and Taurus, could definitely be bringing in this network connection, and it could be earlier in the week too, but it's bringing in this network connection with other people that can help further you on your career path or financial path. Or again, you're embodying these traits to move forward in those areas of your life yourself. Okay, so this is a pretty good reading, considering we have a full moon in Gemini and a thing with Chiron going on this week. But it seems very positive as long as you're standing in your truth, your power, your confidence, etc. Okay, let's take a look at the special message card depending on your stone of choice. So for those of you that chose the Amazonite, okay, so I'm just going to take a deep breath and give this a little shuffle here. Looking for the message for Amazonite people. This one is calling my attention, Amazonite. Birthday. A significant birthday holds the answer to your question. Oftentimes when I get this card, I feel like this is talking about your birthday cycle. Maybe you just had a birthday not too long ago. Maybe one's coming up. You could be in the middle of your birthday cycle, but either way, either the birthday cycle that you just went into or that you've gone into as of your last birthday, or the birthday cycle that's coming up. Either way, there's something positive transitioning. There's something very fortuitous, if you could say, that's happening here on or around your birthday. So whatever it's related to, whatever's going on in your life right now, if you're working, and I'd have to say it's probably more financially related or career related, life path related, since this is the energies that we're more fully in, or even again about your sense of self, your own sense of individuality and confidence. There's something about a birthday past or a birthday coming up that's really going to transition you in a positive way as you move forward on your life path. It's almost like you're being given a gift from the universe. We're always being given gifts from the universe if we look. But I feel like there's a special gift coming for you. Could be literal gift, but I feel like it's more of a spiritual gift. And it's going to be a time of celebration. You can see the balloons there in the background. It just reminds me of celebrating. And as I look at the balloons, I'm drawn to the colors of the balloons too, which are like this pink. And so that's going to relate to heart chakra opening, self-love, self-respect, self-value. The green is also heart chakra, but it can also be related to money and prosperity and abundance. And the yellow is related to our sense of personal power and our confidence, okay, and our willpower. So these could be some of the gifts that we're being given or something related to it. I'm also drawn to this flower here in the background. And it makes me feel like there's something growing. There's something that's, again, abundantly growing and blossoming on or around your birthday. So whether that be literally from a financial career perspective, or whether that be spiritually or metaphorically, something within yourself, there's something positive coming on or around that time. Okay? All right, let's take a look at the special message card for the pink rubellite people. Pink rubellite. Okay, this one just popped up. Pink rubellite people. Ooh, love it. Express your individuality. What no better message with Chiron going direct in the sign of Aries, the sign of individuality, than this. And the message says, allow your, what does it say? Allow your true self to shine because you're awesome. Allow your true self to shine because you're awesome. And, you know, we have this fairy looking up at the sky, and there is a moon there. And it's not a full moon. It's not a new moon. It's actually not even quite a quarter moon. So there's something about either moving from the new moon to the full moon, or from the full moon to the new moon, because we don't know, you know, which way this moon is coming. Is it waxing? Is it waning? We do have a full moon this week. So this is either about the days leading up to the full moon, or the days that are going to be after the full moon this week, to where you're really going to have an experience or be involved in a situation or have some sort of epiphany energy, to where you're perhaps taking back your power, or discovering your true self, or finding your sense of confidence again, having the courage to take some sort of step forward and expressing your sense of individuality. Okay, there's a lot of colors in this card. There's purple and what she's wearing, there's red, there's sky blue, there's yellow. So to me, this is involving all of the chakras, balancing all your chakras, doing a meditation on how does each of the chakras relate to your sense of self and your sense of individuality. And as you're going through and balancing the chakras, you know, again, have a conscious, internal, energetic feeling or relationship to how does that assist with my expression of my individuality and sense of self. All right, and then for those of you that chose the Azurite Malachite. Okay, Azurite and Malachite. Okay, this one's calling my attention right off the top there. Admit your true feelings to yourself. And it says, be honest with yourself. Only you know what it is that you truly desire. So, you know, it's been a confusing year, 2019. Jupiter's been in Sagittarius. Sagittarius is a mutable sign, meaning it's changeable, it's all over the place. So our belief systems about ourselves, our life, our path, may have been all over the place for this year, or for a good portion of the year. And we may have been confused as to who we truly are, or what we truly believe, or what we truly want or desire to manifest in our lives. There might have been part of us that thought we wanted one thing, and then another part that thought we wanted something else. And so it could have been a very confusing time. Now that Jupiter has moved into Capricorn, which is a much more practical and grounded sign, and it's cardinal, so it's not mutable, it's not all over the place like Sagittarius. So now we can have more of a focused idea of what our belief systems are regarding what we truly want in life, regarding who we truly are, what steps we need to take, what's really going to bring us joy and happiness in our life, what it is that we want to do, who we want to be, how we want to express out into the world. So this is about your being honest with yourself. Now, Mercury at the end of the week, Mercury at the beginning of the week, moving into Sagittarius. Sagittarius is this truth-seeking sign. It's all about freedom, it's all about truth, it's all about honesty. So to me, that Mercury going into Sag on Monday, and it will be in Sagittarius for about 3 weeks or so, that gives us the energy to be able to really reflect and be truthful and honest with ourselves about what it is that we desire in life. Okay? So I hope you've all liked this weekly angel card reading. I thank you so much for all of your support, your love, your kindness, sharing my videos, subscribing to my channel, commenting on my videos. I try to answer you when you've been commenting on my videos. It has been a little lax as I moved recently, so I'm going to try to catch up with that. But I appreciate all your comments, and I do look at them and read them, even if I can't get to responding right away. So thank you so much for your kindness, your support in various ways. I want to send all of you much love and light, and many, many angel blessings.